Tonight, a protest group stakes out at Rowan, a painting party with free supplies and the takeover battle of the bands. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rowan Rundown, where we have the news that matters. A small band of protesters came to Rowan this past Monday. They were carrying signs saying, quote, "Obey Jesus or hellfire," end quote. Another sign read, quote, "Homosexuality is a sin," end quote. People were not able to determine what organization these protesters were a part of, but the students were not happy to have them on campus. However, Rowan students acted with class and ignored the angry group. This is not the first time the protesters staked out at Rowan. Before leaving the university, the group stated that they will be returning next semester. The students are expecting administration to step in and deal with this group. This week is a Residence Hall Association's week, and tonight is their paint party, being held at Westby Hall, room 111 from 6 to 8:30. Each event attended counts as an entry to a $100 gift card raffle being held Friday night on social media. They will supply all the painting materials and have artists there to give out personal tips. Go out and support Rowan students. Rowan's Health and Physical Education Club recently hosted its inaugural shoe drive, and it collected 407 pairs of shoes. This convention is an opportunity for students studying health and physical education to network with people working in the field, such as principals, teachers, and superintendents. With the shoe drive exceeding the normal club expectations, the club plans to hold future drives in light of its success. The club is also host of several events throughout the year, including rock climbing events at SB Gym, which are open to any interested students. Coming up next, we have Marissa with information about the Rowan Shoe Drive.
It's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Which one are we living on? Right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea.
We're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
there are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Welcome back to the Rowan Rundown. There is an opportunity to win $10,000 worth of prizes at Rowan. Bingo will take place in Wilson Hall tomorrow night. There's a twist though. If 750 students show up before 10 p.m., the prize pool jumps from $1,000 to $10,000 worth of prizes. Only undergraduate students are welcome and entry is free. Come out and have a great time. Now coming up, we have Renee with In My Opinion.
The Rowan Thrive community will be coming together to promote the campus well-being, focusing on 6 dimensions of well-being: physical, social, emotional, community, purpose, and financial. Rowan Thrive is not a particular program or event, said Rory McClee. With the numbers staggering of students' emotional well-being dropping, with over 87% of college students at Rowan and nearly 135 colleges nationwide reporting feeling overwhelmed by all that they have to do. In my opinion, Rowan colleges and universities should analyze students and help reach each student's well-being in regards to their situation. Campus leaders at Rowan University continue to find solutions to develop an initiative to help students address the feelings of loneliness, fatigue, and anxiety that affect many college-age students. That's all in my opinion. Now back to the desk.
Coming up, we have a story on Battle of the Bands. Stay tuned.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream, that I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Welcome back to the Rowan Rundown. We have a story on Battle of the Bands, and make sure you come out and see the best bands that Rowan has at their and share their passion and talents. Students compete to see who has the best band on campus and maybe even South Jersey. The winner will perform on the main stage at Holly Badge. For more information and how to register your band, visit rowan.edu/SCCA. Your band might just be the next great thing. Now we have Marissa with the on-set Q&A. Hi Marissa, how are you doing tonight? So what happened with the shoot drive? What's going on with that?
Well, the Health and Physical Education Club, they held a shoe drive. It was over the span of a couple months, and yeah.
That's great. How many shoes did they end up collecting?
They ended up collecting actually over 400 pairs. The exact number was 407 pairs. It was the first year that they did this, and they were shocked with how good the turnout was.
Right. So how successful do you think it was for them as a club?
It was so successful that they're already planning the one for next year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was only supposed to be a one-time event, but they decided since it was so successful to do it next year. The donations at the conference were half of what Rowan donated to the shoe drive.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So what is the purpose of the club? What do they do?
It's basically just for health and physical education majors. It's to enhance their transcripts and allow it to be easier to get a job after they graduate from college. So it's just making connections.
Okay, that's good. And does the club host any other events that students can attend?
Yeah, they actually have a rock climbing event. They hold it every couple months. It's in a couple of the school gymnasiums, you just have to check their schedule. It's free to attend too. You just have to sign up.
All right, well, thank you very much, Marissa.
No problem.
And now we have Kevin Hurld with a special report.
I'm here with Kelvin Jebby, a transfer student at Rowan University. Hey, how you doing, Kelvin?
I'm doing good. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it.
Okay.
Why did you transfer to Rowan?
So Rowan was one of my top schools when I was graduating from high school, but considering financial situations back home, I wanted to go to a school that was closer, maybe commute. So after a year of going to Rutgers, Newark, I decided that I needed a new environment. So I decided to come to Rowan, and really I wanted to be away from home because I've basically lived in Newark my whole life, and I wanted to experience a new environment, basically.
So how was the transfer process to get into Rowan? Was it easy, hard?
It was pretty easy to me. All I had to do was, submit an application, and a couple weeks later, they reviewed my application and everything went through. So afterwards, I started, getting ready for school. Started planning, buying stuff for my dorm, contacting my roommates to see if they wanted to, change anything or do anything, and that was basically it.
So there were no issues at all during the transfer process, like transcripts-wise or anything?
No, so I already knew that I had to send transcripts, so I already told my school about it, and they already sent in transcripts, and everything just came through. And right afterwards, they just reviewed my application, and then I was in.
How would you compare Rutgers Newark to Rowan?
So being that I was commuting, I wasn't really part of I wouldn't say I wasn't fully in school life. I mean, I didn't really experience everything. So Rowan, on the other hand, I live on campus. I see everything. I can hang out for as late as I want. I visit new places. So overall, it's pretty different because I feel like I'm totally submerged in the culture down here than when I was like back home.
So I can presume that you like Rowan then?
I do like Rowan a lot. I've made new friends. We hang out all the time, and so far, so good. Everything's going well, and yeah, that's it.
So when you was actually when you wanted to transfer from Rutgers Newark, did you apply to other schools, or was it only Rowan? Like, was Rowan like the only school you wanted to go to?
Yeah, Rowan was honestly the only school that I applied to, because, well, for once I had like really high hopes that I was gonna get in, and I basically made that my only option, so I went for it. And if Rowan didn't go through that, I would probably be at Rutgers right now.
So last question. Would you recommend Rowan to anybody?
Of course, definitely. Pretty good student life. There are events, different people from different backgrounds. You can network with different people. Overall, the opportunity gives you educationally and socially is overwhelming and very, the environment is very welcoming, and I recommend it to everybody.
All right, thank you for coming out.
Of course.
Welcome back to the Rowan Rundown. Tonight from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the Student Center, Rowan will be hosting Beat the Banker, a game show where you could win up to $600. Contestants will choose one of 16 cases on stage and play to make the best possible deal and walk home with a grand prize. This past Friday, the Profs were able to beat Montclair State University in the finals of the New Jersey Athletic Conference Championship Tournament and became the first champions for the first time in 21 seasons. It also comes after the team was named regular season NJAC champions with a conference record of 16-2 and an overall record of 22-3, currently 23-24-3, due to the fact that they were conference champions. They received an automatic bid to the National College Athletic Association Division III National Championship Tournament. Rowan will be traveling to Massachusetts for the first round of play, where they will be facing the United States Merchant Marine Academy on Friday. Seven Rowan faculty members recently received funding for the New Jersey Health Foundation for health-related research. Ghulam Razul, one of the 7 members, is an assistant professor of the electrical and computer engineering. He wants to create a bionic arm that is even better than the ones currently on the market. This is the 2nd year in a row where Razul received $35,000 for his research. Rowan welcomes artist Misty Gamble for a semester-long residency with the Department of Art in the College of Communication and Creative Arts at Rowan University. Mrs. Gamble will be presenting life-size ceramic sculptures from January 21st to March 7th. Through her work, the artist tackles topics of womanhood, beauty, and power. When we return from the break, we have Colin with the weather.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Now we go over to Dylan with the rundown on Rowan sports.
As mentioned earlier, the women's basketball team will face the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy tomorrow at 5 p.m. in the first round of the NCAA tournament. This is the ladies' prof's 11th tournament appearance and the first since 2016. The winner of this game will play the next day at 6 p.m. To keep it in the realm of basketball, former Rowan's men's basketball coach Joe Cassidy will be inducted into the Gloucester County Sports Hall of Fame on March 17th. The recently retired head coach collected 336 victories in 2 decades for the Profs. The event will take place in Olato Caterers in Almanesson, New Jersey. The softball team has a time change for their home opener doubleheader against New Paltz on Saturday, March 7th. The time has been moved to noon, and the next game will be also played at home, this time at 2:30 p.m. The team currently sits with 2 wins and 2 losses. The Rowan's men's and women's swimming and diving teams are both ranked in the final CSC AA polls. The men moved up to 15th in the ranking, and the women stayed at 24. Both teams won their 4th straight NJAC championship this year. That's it for the sports.
The Residence Hall Association will be launching a leadership role on campus to represent your fellow residential students. This will be a great opportunity to boost your resume and get your experience on the executive board that will set you apart in job interviews. There is a 2.5 GPA requirement for executive board positions, and you must be living on campus for the academic year of 2020 to 2021, including disciplinary good standing with the university. For more information, make sure you visit ProfLink at www.rowan.edu. Now, Colin is coming up with the weather.
Tonight's forecast, a high of 36. It's mostly sunny, with some clouds rolling in later on in the evening. As we look forward to the weekend, tomorrow brings rain, a high of 47 degrees and a low of 34. As Saturday comes around, we look at a high of 46 degrees and a low of 29, mostly sunny. Sunshine stays out for the Sunday with a high of 58 and a low of 40. Monday kicks back off the work week with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 47. But Tuesday, storm clouds come rolling back in with a high of 67, a low of 46, but a chance of rain. Today with the weather, we had some sunny skies with students wearing t-shirts and shorts because we had some sun today and the high was around 55 to 60 degrees. And here you can see there's not really a cloud in the sky. We had a really nice bright sunny day, really nice weather, but that might end soon. As you can see coming up, the baseball team's begun covering the mound and the catcher's area because we are expecting some rain coming in this weekend. Tomorrow has a chance of actually 90%. And then on next Tuesday, we also see some rain coming up.
Well, it looks
Frank.
like a good day
Yeah.
outside today. Were you outside in shorts?
I was enjoying the weather. Went for a little jog in between classes today. Ran around the football stadium. It was nice, but looks like that our luck's gonna run out. We might get some showers this weekend.
Well, you know, sometimes you need the high, sometimes you need the low. So
Highs and lows, all gonna balance out there, Frankie boy.
It's all that life's all about. Thank you so much, Rowan.
Of course, Frankie.
That's all for the Rowan Rundown. Have a good week, everybody.